Hola a todos, soy Alex de Hylian Gamer y el día de hoy vamos a ver el nuevo tráiler que acaba de salir de The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom con Mr. Aonuma. Así que sin más preámbulos, veamos qué novedades nos tiene que platicar el señor Aonuma.
Hello everyone, I'm Eiji Aonuma, producer of the Legend of Zelda series. First, I have some news. Development on The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom is now complete. Thank you very much for waiting. Many of you are looking forward to this game, and we've released a few trailers so far. Although it'll just be a brief glimpse, I'm going to actually play the game for you all today and show you what it's like. Okay? Let's begin. Here we are in the land of Hyrule. Like The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, there's a vast world to explore. Of course, it's not just the same world as is. It's changed in many ways.
Digo, las tierras siguen siendo familiares porque es el mismo Hyrule de Breath of the Wild, pero con nuevas adquisiciones, por así decirlo, o añadiduras.
The vast world of Hyrule reaches high into the sky. You'll notice some land masses floating up there. We call them Sky Islands. You're probably wondering something. How do you get to the Sky Islands when they're so high up? If we take a look, oh, something's falling from the sky. Do you see it? I wonder what that is. Let's head over to it.
Como que me acuerdo un poco
We're almost at the spot where the object fell.
de eso, de haber visto algo similar
Here it is.
en los primeros
let's use one of
trailers.
Link's new abilities. If you do this on the rock that just fell,
Ok.
look, it started rising. This power is known as recall, which rewinds an object's movement. Since I just used recall on the fallen rock, I can now rise into the sky. We're a lot closer to the Sky Islands. Let's use the paraglider to reach one of them.
Ok.
There are a few other Sky Islands floating here too.
Eso está
I
genial.
made it. There are lots of ways to reach the Sky Islands, so we
Miren,
hope you'll
this
try a
is-
few different methods.
Creo que será Dinral.
Okay, now we're on a slightly bigger Sky Island. Just like on the surface, there are several man-made structures. Some trees are also growing here. You won't see many of those yellow trees on the
Esto
surface.
está fantástico.
Let's walk around for a bit.
Digo, el panorama se ve genial.
There's a branch on the ground. When you find something like this, you should pick it up. It might come in handy later. Let's continue. Oh, something's there. This is a brand new enemy called a construct. We'll fight it using the branch we just picked up. Ah, the branch broke. Not
Ok.
good, not good.
La durabilidad
Quick,
de armas
get
sigue
another
siendo un
branch,
problema.
and we defeated it. Moving on.
Espérense, ¿Zonai?
We've now explored more of this Sky Island.
Zonai.
As expected, fighting with just a branch won't get us very far. Also, this branch is almost broken. So here's another one of Link's new abilities. If we use this branch and the rock over here, and do this, look, we can stick them together. We created a makeshift hammer. This is called fuse. You can stick objects together to create new weapons with various effects. Let's take on another construct with this fused weapon.
Ok, ¿y eso mejora la durabilidad de las armas? Sí, la mejora.
Oh, we beat one. The weapon's
Eso
attack
está
is
chingón.
definitely improved. The other branch broke, but this weapon has much better durability. You can do all sorts of things by experimenting with the fuse ability. You can fuse two weapons, for example. If we take this long stick and fuse it with a pitchfork,
Ok.
We can create a weapon with a much longer
Como las
attack range.
lanzas que hacíamos de niños.
With this, we don't have to get too close to enemies. and we
Que
can
agarrábamos
safely
las
attack
ramas
from a
más
distance.
largas y buscábamos
You
atarlas
can
una a la
also fuse
otra.
arrows with materials in your inventory. For instance, try fusing this leaf to an arrow.
Ok.
Fuse an ice elemental material to an arrow and
Flechas de
you can
hielo.
freeze faraway enemies.
Ah, qué genial.
Very useful.
Me recuerda un
In
poco a la
addition,
mecánica de las flechas bombas
see.
en Twilight Princess.
Ah, there's a bird flying around. If you're out hunting, you might feel that aiming with an arrow is too difficult. Apparently, my eyes can't track fast-moving objects as of late, so my shots rarely
Miren,
land.
esa es Naidra.
So, at times like these, here's an eyeball you can get by defeating monsters. Fuse it
Ok,
to an arrow
¿me va a dar
and-
zoom el ojo o...?
Look, it homed in on the target.
Misil automático
Let's try this
con
on
rastreador de calor. Genial.
I'll just fire in that general direction. It's very simple. Depending on what you stick together, the fuse ability could also be beneficial for hunting. I fused a mushroom to my shield. Now, you're probably wondering if this has any use.
Sí,
Well,
¿cuál es la
this mushroom
aplicabilidad?
is actually a puff shroom. Let's fight an enemy with this. I blocked with the shield. Okay, there's smoke now. The enemy's lost sight of Link, so... attack! Even if
Okay.
you struggle with combat, you can take down enemies using similar methods.
O sea que el
In
combate
the
se está
previous
volviendo
game,
más
you'd usually get
estratégico.
powerful weapons by defeating strong enemies. But in this game, fusing even the weakest weapon with something else could turn it into a useful weapon. There are even more
Okay.
gameplay options for sticking things together. Let me demonstrate. Some of the Sky Islands even have rivers. We'll want to cross this one, but swimming across it, well, the river's too wide for that. We need a boat. Of course, there isn't anything that resembles a boat around here. So, we'll lift up this log and attach it to a second log. Let's do one more. We'll bring this over here and attach a third log. It's a makeshift raft. This is
Okay.
another new ability called Ultra Hand. Even though the logs are currently attached, they can be detached. Let's modify the shape of the raft. You can always attach
Ok,
things or detach
entonces
them like
esto
this.
sustituye un poco a Magnesis. Digo, obviamente
Now,
no
if we
podrías
put this on the
utilizar
water,
Magnesis con
it's
algo de
made of
madera.
wood, so the buoyancy will keep it afloat. We've made a simplified version of a boat.
Ok.
However,
Bueno, eso
it
no
won't
tiene
move in
nada de
its current
simplificado.
state, so we'll need something to propel it forward.
Tal vez
There's
una hoja
something here.
Korok.
Let's try hitting it.
¿Una
Oh,
turbina?
look. It's blowing wind. Looks like
¿Este
we
juego
found a
tiene
fan.
turbinas?
Why don't we try attaching it? We'll attach another one. This should make the boat well balanced. Okay, they're attached. All right, let's try moving the boat. Hey, it's moving. It's sailing pretty fast with the wind from the fans. Since we added 2 fans, we should be able to cross the river in no time. All right, we reached the other side. In the most recent trailer, we showed scenes of Link riding a large car and a flying machine. Those vehicles actually aren't in the game from the start. Instead, you'll be able to freely craft them on your own. There are all sorts of objects you'll come across in this game. And
Okay.
depending on how you use your imagination, you can do a lot with them. So, try crafting different things and explore this world at your leisure.
Ok, eso me gusta.
There are even more new abilities. take this building over here. Okay, watch this. Look, I passed right through the ceiling.
Ok, eso lo vimos
This
en
new
los
ability is
trailers.
called
Creo que
ascend.
fue el primer
If you're
trailer,
in
de
a place
hecho.
with a ceiling, you can go through to the floor above you. There are some restrictions, but what's great about this ability is that as long as there's a ceiling, you can use it anywhere. For example, this place has a cave with a hill right above it. If we use the ability here, come on, keep going. Okay, we emerged at the top of the hill. In the
Ok.
previous game, you had to use stamina to climb a mountain. But in this game, if there's a mountain with a cave like this one, you can now get to the top without having to climb all the way up. Here's another
Okay.
example. Imagine you're stuck in a cage.
Esto
If
nos
it's got a
ayuda mucho en la
ceiling, you know
exploración.
what to do, right? Exactly. Oh, there's another construct. It seems to be holding a strange weapon. Some enemies are equipped with fused weapons, so battles will play out a bit differently from the previous game.
Ok.
Ah, it blew me away with wind. Looks like it's got some sort of fan.
Ok.
Ah, I got pushed off.
Un momento.
Oh well, let's just return to the surface.
Espérense, como que acabo de ver
can quickly
un
descend from the
santuario
sky to the
y
surface
además
like this.
también
It
en
feels
el
so good.
radar hay como coordenadas.
In the sky, you'll be able to look out across the land.
¿Hay coordenadas
You
en
can
el
also
radar?
search for destinations that pique your interest.
Oh.
Once you've chosen your destination,
Digo, nunca he sido
you
muy
can
bueno en
speed things up.
geografía, así que no voy a
like this.
entender de qué se tratan las
let's
coordenadas,
dive into this river.
pero estaría interesante recordar eso.
And we're back on the surface. There are still so many things I'd like to show you, but let's leave it at that for now.
No, quiero ver más, quiero ver más.
What did you think? Some of Link's new abilities were updated from the previous game. I'm sure some of you watching me play
Muéstrenos más, Aonuma
if
Senpai.
you could do that,
Digo, Aonuma-sama.
maybe you could do this too. In this game, you can do a lot of things just by thinking about what's even possible. There's still a lot of new gameplay, mysteries, and encounters we couldn't show today, but they're all jam-packed into this unfamiliar Hyrule, and we hope you'll use your imagination to explore it. That's all for today.